All right, and so specifically, I believe in the Bible and I really follow the Bible and all this kind of thing. And I don't think that you people are right to exist or there's something really wrong with you. What about that?
Well, if that's the case, then why am I here? I mean, hey, I said, well, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion. But why don't you ask God that? I'm here. Maybe God put me here to see where your heart's at. Maybe God put me here to see what you're gonna do. How much are you gonna love me? Are you gonna hate me? It's a test. I mean, everything happens for a reason. It's a test to see, and maybe we're here to help other people. Maybe we're here to help other people find the answer, like us. If they're not going to do it and they're homophobic and they're scared to come out and reach for these people, then that means I have to go out there and help them, right?
They call me Willie and William and Big Guy, and that's kind of hard. That's what I'm battling, because I go to work, sometimes I go in the bathroom and I cry. Sometimes I'm sitting at my station doing my job and I feel it coming and I want to cry and I feel bad. It's not easy. It's not easy, living two lives and juggling two lives. And I'm, for example, I'm Mona right now, and I'll be Mona until I wake up in the morning getting ready for work. And then when I get up in the morning and I'm getting ready for work, Mona stays behind and William goes to work. And then William gets off of work and comes home and Mona takes over. And I think that's a really hard thing, to juggle. But it was so strange because I think it was because of her masculinity and at the time my femininity. We were like drawn to one another in a sense because, I liked men and she looked very masculine, and she liked women and I was very feminine. So, I don't know, it's just like one night this happened and one night that happened and the next thing you knew we were in a relationship and people all up and down the street would tell us, you guys are crazy. You're weird.
We're sick.
And I thought, well, how can I be sick? I'm a male, she's a female, and we're together. The only thing is we didn't look, I didn't look male, she didn't look female. And we're, sitting in the street and I'm between her legs and she's got her arms around me and we're just, it was like total opposite. But that wasn't enough because I didn't think it was right. We weren't married, we were sleeping together. And by this point, I realized that I wanted to get away from the drugs, I wanted to get out of that area and start over, and I wanted her to be a part of it. I wanted a family, I always wanted a child and could never have one, and I did get one. I didn't get it the way I wanted it, but I got
it. So how's school now?
Good, I'm in 5th grade.
Please raise your flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Having some rip your hole and then sewing you up down there, that was pain enough. And then going through it.
Now, wait a minute. What are we talking about right now?
Going through childbirth, that's the worst pain I ever had. I'd rather be cut up than... When I remember when I was cut up on my arms and stuff, that wasn't no pain. I mean, it was pain, but not like that. When I had her, that was pain. And I didn't want to do it that way either.
She didn't want to be, she didn't want to have kids either, but she did, so everything worked out good. Now we're
I wanted
11
him
years.
to have it like a regular woman. I didn't want it.
So now it's pretty much just a reversal of roles. Pretty much. I mean, in our household.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Talk about what ways you expect the surgery to change things for you. What aspects of life will change?
My appearance, wearing clothes that I like to wear without being revealed. On my chest area that I have always been complex ever since they rolled out when I was age 13, 14, and I hated it. I wish I never had them. Like, breast. I don't even like to talk about it. That's how disgusted I am with it. But yeah, it'll change a lot for me. I'll feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I won't have to wear no more bras. I'll be breast free. And I'll be me. Go ahead, the other one.
Talk about a psychological counseling you've received about your upcoming surgery to prepare you for results.
I didn't have no psychology counseling. It's just I just knew what I wanted since I was young, and I knew what I was really what I was about. That I'm transgender, and I've been battling this for so many years since I was so young. It's not like her. She's in her normal aspect of her femininity. She's a female that she likes to be a female. As me, my demeanor is male, and somewhere down the line it's some kind of gender disorder through chemistry or whatever would happen through the time of conception, That's with me. But I didn't need no psychologies and all that because I knew what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
She's going toward, the becoming a male, and I'm going toward becoming female, but it's a balance, though. I mean, we both raise our daughter. Look, Deb, you didn't see these. Look, isn't that nice?
Yeah, that's a nice thing.
It's not painting. We use markers and we.
I've got all
put
her
that
art
into
saved.
shoe.
All her art that she's done, I've got in a folder. Maybe one day I'll show them to you because I know you haven't seen all of them. But I mean, she made some really. Look at this one. Really nice things.
That's good.
It's a book
Isn't that neat?
report.
I like the
Well, you
other
don't
one better.
appreciate, this
Nah,
kind
I
of art,
I like
but
the other one.
I've saved
Show
them
the other
all.
one.
I've saved everything that she's done. I've got in
Go
a
too
folder.
fast.
You
No,
know.
no. Pull that other one out.
Which? Oh, this one?
Nah, not that one.
Well, she does some really nice art, though. Look at that one.
one's nice.
We were talking about her family.
Where I
Who's
want to
family?
live.
Yeah, and what
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
man
yeah,
she
yeah.
would have, and would your man be like Daddy?
Like you?
Yeah. No.
No.
Okay.
What kind of man would you want? A straight man? Not like us?
Straight.
Not like us, huh?
She told me one day. She says, "Daddy, when I get big, I'm not going to be gay."
Yeah.
That's what she told me.
But I'm not taking it personal. I don't mean that it's bad for you guys to be gay.
No, I know that.
I'm just
I
saying.
know that.
No, because we explained to her our sexual when we were growing up, so she understands more.
I
or
don't
less.
want her to be like last time I told you. I don't want her to grow up and be ignorant, and grow up with this one-sided view of people. I've always tried to teach her that people are people, and people have a
be
right
open,
to live
you know?
the way they feel that they want to live. And she happens to feel that she wants to grow up and lead a normal heterosexual life, and that's good. At
Yeah.
the same time, she understands that people have other preferences. And I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. If more parents did that, I think we'd have a better world.
Because a lot of kids nowadays, they grow up and they see a gay person or
It's sour.
female or male, it doesn't matter, and right away they really
They
grow up,
stereotype.
and sometimes they end up killing that person because of the mom and the dad pumping all that poison inside their head. And I don't think it's right. They should be, they should look at both sides of the coin. Okay, what is the reason why this person's like this? Maybe this person does have a identity, a gender, a disorder.
No, maybe
You know?
that person has the right to choose the way he or she
You
wants
know
to
what I
live
mean?
their life.
And maybe
That's-
that person was born, who knows? Everybody says, nah, the Bible, God doesn't do this and do that. Yeah, but that's why there's babies coming up with two sexes. Is that God's fault? Come on, that's ignorance. People
People are so ignorant they don't see it. Well, why does that baby have two sexes? You know what I mean?
Morphodite?
Yeah, morphodikes.
Or ear
Okay, now sometimes there's males. They have so much female hormones inside their systems. They're feminine. Why is that? Is it because, you know what I'm saying? You know, or a female has so much male hormones. What's the reason? You know, there's, you know, come on. Is it because? Is it because they're, you know, they and then they turn around and say, well, this person is, if whatever sex you have, that's what you gotta be. But see, if that was the case, then the same sex should be the same with either one. Now this person has two sexes, okay, then leave that person the way it is. But yet, the parents goes and decides for that person at birth, okay, let's correct the sex now. And then when that kid grows up, he doesn't want to be that way. He wants to be the other way. So why not wait until that person gets big and decides what he wants to be? If he wants to be female or male gender.
Well, see, that's how I think with circumcision.
You know what I
As a
mean?
matter of fact, too. That's something they should let. You know, I would have liked to have that
You know,
option.
and we came to a point, we got to make us happiness for us, not for everybody else. And that's why we're going back. He's taking, you know, the hormones back, because at first he was already doing hormones. And then he stopped it to one point.
So we can have kids.
So we can, yeah,
I wanted to, you know, there's no way I could be on hormones and
have kids.
get her pregnant. So
And then so now we're back at the point where we're going through the therapy, taking the hormones, and we're happier. And you know, we're good friends. I mean, we're friends. We're married. We're a family. You know what, Betty? You don't come out much. She's teasing you. Look at him. Look. No. You're gonna rip your shoe. Don't do that. Don't tuggle.
Nice, Benny. Nice.
He won't bite.
look, if I'm gonna work my ass off, she can do what I ask her to do and clean the dog's mess up. You guys are the one that wanted an animal. I don't like it. I already told her yesterday that the next time I tell her to clean the dog's mess, she's gonna get it. I'm tired of talking. I work all week long. I work. Why don't you pick up your plate and go sit over there? I don't want to look at your face. If you're gonna act like that, get away from me. Don't sit over here. Sit upright and eat right.
You should know better. When you walk in the bathroom and you see it on the floor, right? You just walk right in it. You think that's right? Huh?
You always have your hand like that, like this, every time, giving you money. I've been giving you money every day when I come home from work, giving you money. For what? Ignore me. That's why you're in trouble.
Don't do it on me.
It went right in your ear.
Hey.
Look at mom's arm inside your arm.
Yeah, I don't even got a thing and you're throwing it on me. Stop it. I'm leaving.
Talk about how you would rate your personal performance as a parent.
I guess I give myself a 70. I mean, no parent is perfect, you know, and I try to do the best I can, my ability that I have, you know, and I try to do the things that I can do, the right things, morally, and you know, she has her own mind, she has her own view of life, whether she wants her life when she grows up. She can do whatever she, you know, in her heart that she knows what she thinks it's right. because I don't want to be a person that has the control over her life, telling her what to do and what not to do. In a sense, I'm guiding her in that sense, as in this home, to guide her in the right way. But she has to be the one that's going to make that choice when, as time goes up, when she, leaves this home, or she, does things outside, and I'm not going to be around. So.
Next one.
Did I tell you, Howard, that I'm going to be scheduling for my implant surgery, my breast implant? I found a doctor in Lake Tahoe, and he runs $3,600, and that's for the basic surgery, the local anesthesia. And he does all the work, has all the options, how I want it inserted and whether it's under the muscle or over the muscle. And so next month we're going to go and we're going to do the blood work and pay the final amount and set the date for the surgery. So I'm going to be D-cup. D. I'm going to go from a small A-B cup to a D cup. Knockers.
Talk about how you feel tomorrow being the big day.
I'm gonna feel nervous, and like I said, it's just the only fear that I got is I hope it's done right, and then that I recover, and then knowing that everything comes out right. You know what I mean? Okay, Elizabeth, talk about how you feel about my surgery.
Well, about your surgery, I hope it does go well, because, you won't have those anymore, and it would be weird, because now you don't have to wear those kind of skimpy, baggy shirts. You can wear more nicer ones, and then you won't see the shape anymore. And then you could, when we go swimming, you don't have to wear a shirt.
Yeah, but not right
Not right away.
I have scars. That take a while. Okay, talk about what you think might change and be different about him after the surgery.
Well, he'd probably show off a little more because he's more happy now, huh? Well, not show off, but you'd be happy about your surgery and you would, be more happier.
Okay. How you feel about Mona's breast and then me changing mine?
It won't really change because you guys are always gonna be the same person, but but in a way, you guys aren't the same, as that, you're transgender, like that.
Good morning.
Marty.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Should I bring a pillow or no?
You asked me that already this morning, and you asked me last night.
We didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep.
Me either.
And they had to cut the incisions around to make it form, into, a chest. And then they did the nipple graft on my nipples that I had. And what they did is they placed it there, and this is the results. It's red because it's only been 2 months for the scars. But they said after a year, it'll start fading. And I've been putting vitamin E and cocoa butter and that's it. And I'm happier though. Even though I got scars, I'm happy though, because I don't have all that other excess tissue on my chest, and I don't have to wear a bra, nothing. So I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
So is that good?
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you think of Elizabeth's future, what do you hope for, or envision? What would you like to see?
Me too.
When I think about her future in this world that we live in, I'd like to see her get a good education. I'd like to see her how can I put it? I'd like to see her go forward, but the right way. You know what I mean? Get a good education, follow a good career, not get involved with the wrong people, and as a young woman, maybe not rush into, a relationship and pregnancy and, that path, but more toward a goal and a career and, to really establish herself so that she can have the things that she wants and the things that she deserves and not really have to depend on anybody to do it for her. I always think the best for her. I want the best for her. And I always tell her the importance of getting an education and respecting people around you and respecting authority and being responsible and being a person of integrity and character. And, I've explained all these things to her. And I constantly, as recent as yesterday, we had a big, long conversation because she was doing another kid's homework in return for him doing her homework. And, so that just opened up a whole can of worms last night with, being honest and having respect for other people and, getting the education that she deserves and needs, so that when she grows up, she'll have a better life. I think all parents want their kids to grow up and have better than what they had, no matter where the parents were at, financially or, socially or, all parents, they always want their kids to grow up and have better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want, but, she's got the responsibility to obtain that, we can only do so much and teach her so much, and the rest is up to her to want it, to do it, to feel it and go after it.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think the best for her.
What do you think, Elizabeth?
You think it's a crock of shit or what?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think it's a crock of, and
You don't think what is? That duck over there? Well, what?
what you're saying about my future.
Oh. You're pretty.
Me too.
I knew you'd say that.
You're gonna be more prettier.
I can accept it and I understand things for the way they are and the way they were and where they're going. And I'm man enough to acknowledge that.